Oh, for crying out loud. Oh no. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. This is a hot mess. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. How do I make it? All right. So hello, welcome to New Coach Training, Team Arete. That's how you say it, y'all, by the way. Corey, your coach probably has their own team and their own team name if you're not directly under Corey. But Corey is our grandmama, great grandmama, some of us, or she might be your mom. But it's called Arete. I thought it was Arete forever. So that's how you say it. And it means excellence in Greek or something like that. But to get started, let's introduce ourselves. What I would like to know is who you are, who your coach is, kind of why you got started, what program you're doing or going to do, and what Shakeology or Performance Line products are you using. Linda made it. Hey girl, do you have a day like me?
The fact that it just took me till now to get on, yeah.
I barely just got it up, so we're good. So I'll be really brief. My name is Regan Haggerty. I started 5 years ago this month as a challenger in my upline, Amy Flex group. And within 2 weeks, it was literally changing my life. I had chronic pain, chronic fatigue, and chronic headaches. Hey, Jeremiah. And
Hi.
I worked full-time as an occupational therapist and came home and really had nothing left to give my kids. I tried everything out there to lose weight and always managed to gain it back and more. And I always felt like crap while doing it. Sorry, y'all, I'm so hot I have to take my socks off. And this is how I always am. This is what people get. So I joined Amy's group, and I was shocked that within 2 weeks, that shake that I didn't want to buy honestly was changing my life. I had eaten clean before. I ran a half marathon. I did plenty of workouts, and I always felt like crap the whole time. So I knew the difference was Shakeology. Within 2 months, I was off copious amounts of medication and decided I needed to share this with the world. So I started coaching. I'm a 1-star diamond. About a year after I started coaching, we moved, and we decided I was able, with the income I was getting from Beachbody, to go part-time in my OT job, which I had always been full-time with. And I just do it kind of when I want to now. I don't have to do it full-time, so this has been a serious blessing. So that's me. Linda, why don't you do a quick intro of you, since you're our other coach this week leading this brigade.
Oh, how funny are you? I was just muting myself to go get a box at my front door, but I will wait. Okay, so I'm Linda. I did the live video today from my job at lunch. I am actually a general dentist. I am a full-time working mom of 4. And never in a million years did I think I would be a Beachbody coach. So prior to my journey, what? Oh, yeah. Prior to my journey, I was somebody who had copious amounts of coffee for breakfast until lunchtime, at which point I'd switch over to Coke Classic and chocolate candy bars and maybe some chips thrown in there for that salt-sugar balance. And then I would come home at night and I would go through a gallon of ice cream in 2 days. So I'd have half a gallon one night, half a gallon the other night. I was not obese, but I was squishy. I was not in shape. I had a million reasons why I couldn't get to a gym, didn't have the money, didn't matter. So exercise for me was like walking my dogs around the block. Did not, my life, stressful. Everybody says whatever. Didn't find time to take care of me. What happened to me 4 years ago this July was I thought I had the flu, and I didn't go to the doctor. I just took lots and lots of Tylenol, ibuprofen. Oh, and before this whole thing, every day of my life, I would start with 3 ibuprofen in the morning with my coffee and 3 to 4 ibuprofen every night to go to bed because of the aches, pains, headaches, stress, fatigue, and 2 extra strength Tylenol. And I just figured that was what people did in their 30s and 40s. You just took a lot of Motrin and Tylenol. But anyway, thought I was sick, didn't make time to go to the doctor, just thought I had the flu. Woke up one morning with half my face swollen shut, and long story short, ended up with acute congestive heart failure and kidney failure secondary to strep throat. Was in the hospital for a week and a half, and not to exaggerate it, but could have died. So that was, I prayed to every saint I knew, and I promised that if I recovered, I would never again take my health for granted. So I did not have a Facebook account at the time. I had 0 social media, not tech savvy at all. As a matter of fact, people who had Facebook accounts, I kind of scoffed at, which, karma. So my husband, however, had a Facebook account, and I was on rest for, I think it was 8 weeks after I was out of the hospital. I really had to, my resting heart rate was close to 100 beats per minute at that point because my heart was so stressed. I had heart muscle damage, and I wasn't really allowed to get it over 100. I had to pay attention to that. So my husband downloaded his Facebook account. And he doesn't have a ton of friends, but the ones we have are friends from college. And Steph Ernst is married to one of my husband's fraternity brothers. Steph has 5 children. Steph also has rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. And the summer that I was hospitalized, that I was on rest, was right around the time she had started her Beachbody journey. And I watched her over the summer share posts about losing 40 pounds, having remission in her symptoms with lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, just looking healthy. I watched her go to this thing called Coach Summit. I thought, what the heck, is she crazy? But I watched her. And so in October, when my cardiologist and my nephrologist said, okay, you're stable, now you just need to eat healthy and exercise. And that was pretty much the direction I was given. Oh, I'm sorry, eat a low salt and healthy diet and exercise. I didn't know what to do. I'd never done that in my life. I didn't even know what that meant. So I called Steph, who had no idea I'd been watching her. And so it's the power of posting, just so you know. And I called her and I said, Steph, what are you doing? So she was the one who introduced me to these programs. She was the one who I trusted enough to take a chance on Shakeology because I thought everybody was crazy, that literally drinking the Kool-Aid. But I did it because she swore it made the biggest difference in her autoimmune disease, her symptoms. And so I trusted her, and I joined a challenge group. And like I said, I did not take pictures at the beginning. I did not write my measurements down. I didn't do any of that because I was just trying to heal. I didn't understand what the possibilities were. But after one round, just 3 weeks, I went from having to modify every single move and not using any weights to being able to do a lot of the moves, and some of them using 2-pound weights as my heavy. And I had already lost like 5 or 7 pounds, which was like amazing to me. And so I followed 21 Day Fix. I followed the containers. I drank the shake. And over the period of about 4.5 months, I eventually lost close to 30 pounds. I got off of 2 of the 4 blood pressure medications I was on. And by the way, they told me to expect to be on 2 lifelong. After 18 months, I was off all 4 medications. My resting blood pressure right now is about 110/68, something like that. It has not ever, it's been, I don't even know if it was that low in high school. My cholesterol is down. Just all of my blood sugar, I was like borderline pre-diabetic, like everything. Like my cardiologist cleared me after 18 months. He's like, you're healthier than I am. So these programs changed my health. They changed my life. Coaching, I only got into because after about 5 months, my sister-in-law saw me and said, I want to do what you're doing. How do I do that? And when I called Steph to have her sign up my sister-in-law, she said, no, you're doing it. So just, you never know where these things are going to take you. You don't know whose lives you're going to change or affect. it turns out that I have loved this. You will hear more about all of our stories, but it's just such an amazing opportunity. So pour into yourself, pour into your journey, do it for you, but write down what it's changing in you, because you will not believe who you will and can become just trusting the process.
Yeah, you probably feel right now like you don't have much of a story to share, or maybe you've been doing this for a while and you do have quite a bit of a story to share, and that's why you're here, which is awesome. But take notes of everything you're going through. Document, take pictures, do all those things, and it'll really make a difference down the road. So we need to get to you guys. So how about you, Stephanie? Who's your coach?
Allison Fonzo is my coach, and
Who is
Rachel
it? I'm
Bodine
sorry.
is her. Allison Fonzo.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
Rachel is her upline, I guess.
Rachel
I'm just
Bodine?
learning all the Rachel Bodine. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I don't know Allison well, but I know Rachel very well. I've traveled with her several times. So very good. What program are you doing?
Well, I started kind of in the middle. I actually started December 25th. I know that's crazy, but I kind of got on and started watching, kind of reading the group post, and just kind of got excited about it. And so I chose Christmas Day to start. And I just kind of started my food first, and then everybody was kind of in the middle of a program, so I tested a few out. I'm a huge Shaun T person, though. So when the T20 was coming out, I wanted to do it so bad and said, there's no way I can do it. I've tried so many. I've never completed a program. And Rachel said, just try. Well, I did it. I completed the whole thing, lost 7 pounds, like 11 inches, and was amazed at the strength I gained during that time.
Awesome.
And I almost didn't take my after picture because I didn't think I could really tell that much difference. And I took the picture and was just shocked. So that got me super motivated. And then it was all about my mindset. I realized all the things I had been doing wrong. And then I was the same way about Shakeology. Oh, I don't need that. I've done protein shakes. I don't need that. And of course, now I actually had 2 today. So I'm just so excited, and I cannot get enough information fast enough. It's just, I have such a passion for it now.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Where are you from?
I am in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I'm in near Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, my best friend lives right outside in Sherrills Ford.
Oh, okay. I'm in Waxhaw. But anyway, we'll have to spend another time. All right. So y'all, who's your upline program? What flavor do you do, Steph?
Well, actually, cafe latte is my favorite, but I've tried all of them. So cafe latte is my favorite.
All right. Very good. And all right. So thank you. And we're going to move on for right now. How about you, Jilly? Oh, unmute.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi.
My coach is my husband, Jeremiah.
And I've traveled with him. Does that sound strange?
What else? I started Beachbody when I got here in the US in August 2018. I started after 2 weeks after I got here. So I did Lift 4, and then after that, while taking a break, I tried doing Core de Force, 80-day obsession. It just, maybe I'm not ready for that yet because I enjoy lifting more.
Okay.
So we do another Lift 4, finish that before March. And then now we're doing 21-day fix.
Are you all doing the new program?
No, I think it's just the regular one. Is it? Yeah.
Well, there's the new ultimate portion fix.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that one.
Haven't gotten that one. Okay. All right, very good. Well, 21-day fix, that program is near and dear to my heart. So it's an awesome one. And you get lifting almost every day with it, as well as cardio and stuff. So it's a great all around. Are you drinking Shakeology?
Yes. I'm trying to be good with drinking it. because I usually forget it.
You better not start. You forget it.
Yeah.
Don't you forget Jeremiah. Come on. Okay, very, very good. And I know y'all live in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. I am Jeremiah's great-great-grandma, great-great-great-grandma, something like that. So I'm really your great-great-great-great-great. All right, very, very awesome. Well, we're so glad you are here. All right, so speaking of Jeremiah.
Hello.
How's it
How
going?
are you tonight?
Good. So just give us the lowdown on you.
Okay, so I actually have kind of a lengthy history with Beachbody. I started my journey, oh gosh, many years ago with P90X. And I got into the best shape of my life with P90X. And so my big thing with Beachbody is that I struggle sometimes with, hold on, I'm going to take my retainer out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now I can talk better.
Silly. We won't be jealous.
Okay, now I can talk better. Okay, so I started with P90X. I got into really good shape, and I struggle somewhat with depression sometimes, and that makes me really lethargic and not wanting to do things, and because of that, my weight can fluctuate. So after P90X, I was in pretty good shape for a while, and then I gained all of that weight back. And then I remember doing when I was doing the P90X DVDs, after one of the programs, there was this kind of advertisement for Coach Summit. And I was thinking, man, that looks so cool. That looks so much fun. Like, I'd really like to do that one day. But then I never really looked that much into it. And then years later, when P90X3 came out, I got that program, DVDs again, and got into really good shape again, lost a ton of weight with it. And this time I started using Shakeology too. And then at that time, I still didn't really know anything about what being a coach was or anything. My coach at the time was a friend at work, and she never even really mentioned becoming a coach at that time. So then finally, about a little over 2 years ago, it was right before the New Year's, turning into 2017. Let's see, going into 2017, my former manager, Christy Barker, was posting all of these crazy videos on Facebook about her workouts and everything. And at this time, I was wanting to get back into it again. And this time I messaged her directly and I said, what's the deal with being a coach? And she explained everything to me, and I signed up, and it's just been so awesome. I'm so glad I did it, because Jilly will attest that I am always talking about how amazing the community is. And that's really the best part about the whole thing, is the community. And so like she said, we are finishing up 21 Day Fix this week. And then the plan is next week to start T25, because I've never done a Shaun T program before.
Be ready for some jumping.
Yeah. And we have all kinds of Shakeology flavors, including still some pumpkin spice left, because I get really weird when I have something I like. I try to space it out as far as possible so I don't run out.
For those of you who are newer, it was a limited release in September, I think it was. And it sold out like in half a second. It was crazy. So they're supposed to be doing that. We actually thought they would do it around Christmas time, but like a gingerbread flavor. Remember talk about that, Linda? And they never did. So I guess they had enough other stuff going on that it just never happened. But all right, very good. So you've been coaching for 2 years now?
Yep.
Seems like longer. Okay, very, very good. Are y'all going to Summit this year?
We are. I was just complaining today about hotel prices. The hotel, yeah, because everything sold out so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm paying more for a hotel in Indianapolis than I paid for our beachfront hotel in Clearwater.
Sad, sad but true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have any suggestions for that right off the bat, but if
I
y'all
do.
make it to,
Don't procrastinate next year.
there you go. There you go. All right. Well, we're glad you're here, Jeremiah. All right, Bailey. Hello.
Hello. So
How are you?
I'm good. I just want to say I had no idea how this worked.
Oh, well, you did great.
to be on camera. And I have a 7-month-old, and my husband had just got home, so it was a little crazy. But
Are
I'm
you
here.
Corey's?
No, Caitlin Wagner is my coach.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I know Corey has somebody with a new baby too. So.
Oh, okay. No, Caitlin Wagner is my coach. This
Love
is
Caitlin too.
Yeah, she's really sweet. So this is my 4th week. I just finished my 4th week. So I just did the first online, the Facebook group. I'm doing 21 Day Fix. This is my first time ever doing any of this. So I did the little containers and the eating plan and all that. So far, I'm down 12 pounds. And so I feel the best I've ever felt, even before I had the baby. I really struggled losing my baby weight, and it's just like been falling off, and I feel so good. And Caitlin's been awesome. So I'm a nurse, and she is an OT at the same hospital. So that's kind of how I know her. Didn't know her super well, but anyway, I kept seeing her post about all this, and so I decided to try it, and I have loved every second of it. So here I am.
What shake are you drinking?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Now, are you doing vegan for nursing, or are you just
No, regular.
Okay, very good. Chocolate and cafe latte are my favorites, but I like them all. So, all right, very awesome. Well, the big thing that Linda and I want to stress with you all right now, if you're brand new coach, is you're focusing on you. So like Linda said, before pictures, take your measurements, pick your program, follow it from start to end, document it, but really work on yourself. Another big part of working on yourself is doing some sort of personal development. So I don't know if your coaches have talked to you all about that yet, or if you've started that yet, but that is putting great things into your brain besides Linda and I. So like reading books, they can be business related books. We recommend every coach read The Compound Effect or The Slight Edge. Those are amazing business books. There are network marketing specific books, such as What's the Get Over Your Damn Self is a good network marketing book. There are ones that help you just deal with confidence and life. Girl Wash Your Face is a great one for that. Now you can do audiobooks, you can read, you can listen to podcasts. There are a lot of amazing podcasts, but part of just becoming the best version of you, which is really what this is all about, y'all. Like, we love each other so much, and I hope you find that this community, like Jeremiah said, he can't talk enough about the community. Like, we just want each other to succeed. Sometimes when you're in business and you're like, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Like, you're competing with everybody, and if they're getting ahead, you're not. Well, this isn't like that. This is where we want you just to be the best version of you, the happiest, most well-rounded as possible. So personal development is a big part of that. Now I see it's Melissa just came on. I don't see a face, but are you there? Melissa?
Oh, hi.
Hi. I don't see you. I'm Regan, and Linda is our other co-leader. Everyone else already introduced themselves. So welcome. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick? Let us know who you are, where you live, who your coach is, what program you're doing.
Yes, I would. I'm Melissa, and I'm from Willoughby, Ohio. My coach is Regan.
Huh? Oh, Melissa! Well, for crying out loud! I didn't know you were getting on here today.
I snuck in. I saw it come up, so I had to join. I just wanted to see what was going on.
So funny. You duped me. Okay. All right. So continue. What program are you doing?
So I'm doing Ultimate Portion Fix and the 20 and the workout too. So that's
Awesome.
what I'm following. So
Cool. And what's your favorite shake go?
oh gosh, chocolate covered cherry. I mean, that's my bomb favorite.
Okay. And how awesome is your coach?
My coach is amazing.
All right. Very, very good. All right. So back to, we were just talking about personal development and how awesome it is. And you need to get it on here with a picture next time, Missy.
Will do.
All right. So have you all done your before pictures and your measurements and all that good stuff? Great. Even if you are not thinking about wanting to share them now, we are not here right now to tell you to start posting and stick yourself up there in your underwear and do any create or your bikini or whatever. But to really work on you, and that is going to give you a lot to share as you go and it's comfortable. Let me see where we're at. Workout, schedule your workouts, participation. So being here, showing up, doing your challenge groups, those kind of things, imperative. I have been doing this for 5 years. I am a challenger every day as much as I am a coach every day. So I'm not always perfect, and no one's asking you to be or expecting you to be, and real is what people want to see, y'all, and the journey. So those are things to remember too. All right, hold on a second. Wake up, body scale. Seeing what Corey's notes are that we need to go over with y'all. I think those are the big main things for today. Have any of you started sharing on social media yet?
No.
Now this is, okay, a couple things we recommend that
I
you
have.
don't. Yes, Jeremiah, I know you do. A couple things that we don't want you to do that I definitely did. They're big rookie mistakes, but they don't work. They may have worked 6 years ago, but they don't work today. You get your picture of your shake and you kiss it and you take a picture and you put it up there and show everybody the name of it. And no, nobody wants to see you kissing your shake, but a little like not showing the name of it. So glad I have my superfoods as I run out the door and I have to wait in line for my kids that I have the healthiest meal of the day, really. Something like that. Sharing that you did a workout today. You know, sweaty selfies are not a bad thing. But just little pieces about what you're doing without saying like, I'm doing the 21-day fix. I'm doing Transform 20. I'm eating this portion fix thing. Just it's better to have a little more curiosity in your post. Make people interested in what you're doing. Give them a little breadcrumb without giving them everything that they can turn around and Google and buy without you as a coach. Because people don't understand how valuable coaching is and the groups are and all that stuff until you show them those things. So we have 10 minutes. So just so y'all know. The recipes. So if you try a new recipe or even just have a great dinner, a great healthy dinner, sharing what you made or sharing recipes on social media, sharing little tips like, did you guys know that you should drink half your body weight in ounces of water a day? Like I never did. I thought a cup of water with my brushing my teeth was like enough, you know what I mean? But little things like that, just sharing some of your journey. But without like coming right out there and being like, hello, I'm a Beachbody coach, join me, you know. Keep it at first, just more curiosity type things. A good way, if you are feeling like you're ready to start inviting, is to share progress. So if you don't have your own, like as I was listening to Linda's story, it got me thinking, not everybody has a great transformation. There are coaches out there who didn't need to lose a pound, but they needed to get healthy, or they needed a community, or they needed something else. But we have coaches on our group and our team who have lost over 100 pounds. We have coaches on our team like Linda, who had congestive heart failure and almost died. We have coaches like me who seriously suffered debilitating pain and headaches and fatigue for years and years and years. Diabetes, arthritis, like so many different things. So many people like irritable, like there's just things you hear people talk about a lot. fibromyalgia or whatever. So you might not have stories to share, but learn about your fellow coaches and gather those stories because they're wonderful to share. But for initially inviting people, you can do it in like a Facebook post, or you can do it in private messenger. Most of our business is honestly done in private messenger, you guys. But just saying, hey, I just completed one round, like Bailey, for instance. I just finished 4 weeks of this program and I lost 12 pounds and I feel like better than I've ever felt even before I had this child. Like, what kind of miracle just happened to me? Would anybody like to join me for round? Like, seriously, but Bailey, don't you feel that way? Like, why wouldn't you want to share that with people? And why wouldn't people want to go, well, heck yeah, why wouldn't I want to do that with cute little Bailey, you know? So, but you don't have to make it a big deal. Just like, here's what I, 3 weeks and here's my results, and I'd love for some people to join me for round 2. Or here's my coach. I saw a post and like her amazing results, and I decided I'm going to do this for me, and I'm looking for some friends to do it with me, to help hold me accountable. Would anybody like to do it with me? That's a great like first coach way to really, without much intimidation, invite people to join you. It sometimes was easier for me to invite people at first, because I invited, I think when I first started coaching, within the first month, like 125 people, because I was so stinking excited. Like, look how my life changed, and I want you to experience this too. Do you want to do it with me? What's the worst that they can say to you? No? Okay. But most of the no's are not right nows, just so you know. So this call really isn't about inviting and doing all that stuff, but just telling you guys a really kind of easy, basic way to do that at the beginning. Just share either your progress, your coach's progress, somebody on the team's progress. I am always happy for y'all to use my transformation. I know Linda doesn't mind. I think most coaches don't mind. It's always nice as a courtesy to ask them first. But there's not going to be any who tell you no. But hey, look at this. Do you want to join me in doing it? And get used to hearing no, because you'll hear that a lot. But those no's are so many times not right nows. So, Linda, I've monopolized this, and we don't have too many minutes left. We have 5 minutes and 36 seconds. What do you want?
Okay. So I would say, as somebody who went from not having a Facebook account to specifically getting a Facebook account because of coaching, something you want to be aware of is, if you're not somebody who posts on social media a lot, I would not go from never like posting once a month to posting 3 times a day every day. I think that you need to balance your posts. I think once a day, once every other day, at least once or twice a week is what you should be aiming for. And not every post should be about your health and fitness journey. Your post should be about you, because ultimately the difference between somebody purchasing a program and somebody connecting with you as a coach is you. 21 Day Fix is an amazing program, but what really changes people's lives is the community and the friendships and the coaches they connect with. So for you to attract the right kind of challengers, for you to build a team that you're going to love and want to spend time with, you need to let people know who you are. So that means sharing things like books you're reading, hobbies you like, movies you've seen, restaurants you've gone to. If you found a deal on a pair of jeans, share that with people. If you saw something good at the grocery store, you tried a new food, share that with people. And don't make it like, if you had a good dinner, you can say, I got this new recipe from a group that I'm in. Great. But you don't even have to say it's part of like a health and wellness thing. Like, share a date night with your husband, share your kids' activities, share stupid things your pets are doing.
I share a lot of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, make it about you, your life, be real. And quite frankly, the messier your life is, the more people relate to it. Also, with the before pictures, after picture stats, I have been in maintenance for 3 years now. I had all of my big physical changes in about the first 6 months. Now, I will say my muscle definition has changed. How much weight I can lift has changed. My ability to push myself physically has changed. But you don't see that. It's not a number on a scale. It's not a reportable. there are a lot of coaches who don't have big weight loss stories or big health scare stories. Sometimes just having a lifestyle that's sustainable, just committing to and finishing a program, just figuring out how that program has changed you or your mindset or that sort of thing, that is a transformation. So make sure, like, that's the sort of stuff you want to, every single program, take pictures at the beginning. I don't care if they look any different at the end, but you want to show people that you're picking programs, that you're loving them, that you're sticking to them, because consistency over time, I mean, I have been doing this for 4 years, almost. I've never done anything in my life for 4 years, other than, like, you know, stayed married and raised my kids, right? Like, this is a lifestyle, and that's, you know, people, very few people do Weight Watchers for 4 years without ever wanting to stop. Very few people do keto for 4 years. Those are, like, I don't want to call them fads or diets, because whatever, but what you need to do is recognize your journey, see the goods, the bads, learn how to share it, but commit to it, because this is a lifestyle and it is about balance. And the personal development, that will change your life. That is not Beachbody specific. Like the Compound Effect, that book was amazing. Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. Talk about why you need to be vulnerable and share, not just here, but like with your spouse, with your kids, with your employees. Books on leadership development that you will read are amazing and translate just into work. You're a Badass. That was such a funny book, and I loved that one. Mastering Your Mean Girl, Girl Wash Your Face. Like, there's a million books, but it's personal. It's personal development, because it's about finding what you need at the time that speaks to you for your journey. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's no right program. There's no right nutrition plan. There's no right personal development. I mean, they're all right, because they're all specific to you, and it's learning about you. It's learning about how you can become healthier so that you can help others. So anyway, I think that's about it.
Amen. Anybody, we have 1 minute, but any questions that we can answer in 1 minute for you? We're going to be going through a lot of things this week, and this whole month you'll see 2 different coaches every week kind of leading. So Linda and I get the fun intro week, but you'll get a lot of great stuff and great information as it goes on. We don't want you to be overwhelmed. First of all, this is like, go at your pace. Nothing should be stressful. Nothing should be like, you know, it's your journey. So we want you to rock it. So any questions? No. Use the group, y'all. If you have questions, post it in the new coach training, because you're not the only one. If you don't have questions, you're even more amazing than I already think you are, right? So, and don't feel bad about asking them, because we all still ask a lot of questions too. So, all right. Well, if nobody has any questions, it was my pleasure meeting all of you. And